Ken says he's here too, but I'm not sure he's telling the truth.
I believe me.
Ken says he's here too, but I'm not sure he's telling the truth.
Oh, I'm hearing. Is it just me, or am I hearing echoing?
An echo going for a second there. So I muted Twitch.
Oh, okay. I was gonna blame Slippy.
Well, that works too. Peter Willer says we have a slight echo, but that's normal, I suspect. Is that our normal echo?
Let's see.
Let's see.
Oh, that's right. This is the one that has all the commands we have to remember.
That's why I put them in the Game On Challenge channel.
It's too complicated for me.
Ooh, plus ring mail armor. Plus one ring mail. Good. I'll keep that.
That's why I'm. That looks too.
Lord, there's more than one screen of them. Wow, it is complicated. You gonna read the commands to us, Mark?
Must I?
Not that we'll remember or anything, but
I guess I could look and see if. What was the name of that thing?
the game.
Rogue.
Yep.
Oh, looks like we've got a double header today.
Double header.
Yeah, let's see. What does this show me? Yes, not only do we have an instruction manual, we have a walkthrough.
Except that it's you can't really have a walkthrough for Rogue because it's randomly generated mazes.
Well, somebody posted one. Well, since it's pseudo random, doesn't it come up with the same maze every time?
No. I think my game just crashed.
Cat, what are you doing?
Oh, no.
Well, me and the bat seem unable to hit each other.
I seem to have a cursed ring on.
Ow, cat, get out of here.
Darn it!
Well, I guess sometime after the show officially starts, I can try to do this reading.
Oh, the show officially starts.
You do the little intro, turn the sound on, that sort of thing. Oh.
Intro, that's
Oh, okay.
Okay, how do you go up and down there?
Stairs?
Let me see what this walkthrough is about.
Welcome, Curtis.
Hi, you're wondering about going up and down stairs, Ken?
Yeah, I'm just looking at all
F1.
the F1. Go down the staircase. It's right there on the instructions.
There's built-in help in this game too, which helps.
Yeah, that sounds like it's just too easy. I like the challenge. That's why I put a cursed ring on.
There's 3 pages of commands, so that should tell you it's
There's 4 pages of commands.
was it 4? Okay.
Well, I have got the manual up. It's a bit hard to read, so I'm going to have to blow this thing up a bit here.
I limit myself to 4 directions and 2 fire buttons. So 4 pages of command leave it out of that scope.
This is harder to read than that Adam game.
Is it out of order?
No, not really out of order. No, it's not out of order. It's just this one's not scanned very well, so it's hard to read. All right, here we go.
Well, I was going to start the show and then you can.
Okay, go ahead.
All right. Welcome to another great episode of CoCo Nation Game On Challenge. Here this week we are going to be playing. Wait, are we still playing Return of the Jedi?
Nope. Yep.
Yep.
I don't
That was
know.
3 weeks.
Oh wow! I thought that was supposed to
We
end
took the
last
vote.
weekend.
It
Well, the
would
week
have.
before.
Yeah. Shut up, Sloopy.
I was wondering when he was going to realize I was just giving him shit. And then we're also playing Rogue. Yes, we're going to go Rogue and we're going to play Neutroid. Yay! Oh, no, wait. No, we're playing Rogue. That's actually a name of game. So, join our wonderful players in progress, trying to figure out 4 pages of instructions, because
Which is only half the manual.
RTFM is not bad enough without having it into volumes. You can give me a simple joystick 4 directions, 2 buttons, maybe 3 if I'm playing a Genesis. But
Simple joystick for a simple man.
yes, I'm very simple-minded.
Simple.
Oh, my bad. I get them confused sometimes. Oh, a very bad echo. How bad's the echo now? No echo at all. Cool.
Are we echoing or is it just Sloopy?
If Sloopy's hosting, everybody echoes.
Much better. All right. So let's join our panel of players in progress. Tech Cowboy, why don't you join us and play also? One, two, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3.
He can
4,
count.
1, 2, 3.
Stop showing off.
Someone wasn't sharing a video, so I had to count to make sure before I pointed it out.
Yeah, I'm not sharing video.
And what comes after 5, Sloopy?
X. All right. Well, it doesn't matter. We aren't. Let's see here. Ken's not using a real CoCo. Jim's not using a real CoCo. Curtis is.
Thank you very much, but I am on my CoCo 3.
No, you're not.
Yes, I am.
Mark B's on his Tandy 5000.
Mm-hmm.
So you don't need to have a real CoCo to join the game. All you got to do is want to play on the CoCo. You can use an emulator, even in a web page. You can share the web page on the screen. We can even help you step by step. Yes, play Rogue on your Atari. We'll let that go. We'll let you do that. But just don't be a vagabond. Just a Rogue. All right. Since everybody's been in excited anticipation and on the edge of the seats, may I present Mark B with the dramatic reading of the instruction manual.
Hi. I will try to do better than the commencement speech. All right, let's see. Epyx Computer Software presents a Rogue. Instruction manual for the Tandy Color Computer 3. And there's their address, who probably are not there anymore. Do I gotta read this part?
Yep.
The quest for the amulet. How long has it been? How many lifetimes have passed since I began my sojourn through this maze of underground passageways, of damp, dimly lit chambers? How long have I been alone, the only human among a menacing crew of hideous subterranean beasts, stumbling over forlorn reminders that others have passed this way before me, never to return? This thing's hard to read. Scan is not good. And blowing up doesn't help much. Let's see, where was I? Long before I forgot the warmth of a noonday sun or the refreshing coolness of the evening breeze, I forgot my name. Call me what you will, I am the rogue. As I wander, I hold fast in my mind the one object that stands out from all the others, the sacred amulet of Yendor. This precious gift was left behind by magicians of old to remind mankind of its origins, stolen by the evil dungeon lord, who despised its beauty and purity. The amulet has remained hidden in the deepest reaches of this torturous maze, calling those who seek it to sure destruction. It's starting to sound like a Debrew S'more. Did he write this? This sounds like one of his creations. All right, long ago, I began my quest for this object, this prize spoken only in hushed tones by even the bravest of knights and guildmasters around the dying embers of evening fires. Long ago, the magic of amulet of Yender began burning its way into my heart, began drawing me here to my uncertain fate. Somehow, I found my way to this place, rolled back the moss-covered stone, entered its darkness. Now I abide here, searching endlessly for the precious amulet and finding 1,000 horrors. Through these unlit corridors I wander, stumbling in the dark, encountering new ordeals at every turn. In one chamber, heat causes my suit of armor to burn the very skin it was designed to protect. In another, a chill penetrates to the bone, turning my limbs to ice. Everywhere, I am relentlessly pursued by beasts and demons. I cannot begin to count them. There are creatures of every low and mean quality lurking here. Formless slimes and aquators, bats and goblins, centaurs, and the most hideous and unnatural of creatures.
A Canadian?
The maybe. Okay, they spelled URV. Okay, so it's the Yerval. I think there's another letter in there somewhere that I can't read. Yerval. Okay. Fortunately, my ever-ready mace serves to quickly dispatch many of my adversaries. Against other stronger beasts, I must defend myself with the other weapons, arrows, daggers, magic wands, or deadly potions. I stumble from battle to battle, taking care to rest occasionally, or to partake in a few morsels of food. One gift the magicians make available to true seekers of the amulet, and to them alone, is the gift of life after life. Yet even after this gift, it is tainted by a curse, by the Lord of Dragon. For each time I sleep, the sleep called death, I find myself carried unknowingly back. Cat, you're in the way. Move.
They're in the big cat.
Construct.
Yeah, let's see. I find myself carried unknowingly back to the very first room of the highest level of the dungeon, from whence I must again begin the torturous, unpredictable journey time and time again. And let me see what this weather warning about that just popped up on my screen. Is Grant around?
Mm-hmm.
It lies. It lies. There's nothing around here. Okay, next page. You are the rogue. Your quest is to fight your way through the dungeons of doom and return with the fabled amulet of Yender. Or die trying. Was D. Bruce's next installment Dungeons of Doom? There may be a bit of a copyright going on here. I mean, he had the Forest of Doom. Okay, let's see. For protection, you have been given armor, an enhanced mace, a bow, and a quiver filled with arrows. And as they stated earlier, the armor is just a can to cook you in. Let's see. At the beginning of your journey, you have food to last you one meal. Sounds like you need to stock up a little better there. In the dungeons, you will find more food and weapons left behind by previous unlucky seekers. As you descend, I'm sure that food's going to be really nice and ripe by now. As you descend, search out these hidden treasures, gold pieces, and magical potions to help you in your ultimate search, the quest for the amulet. But be prepared for the mini monsters that will make your journey challenging. As you proceed through each journey, you will be ranked on your quest. Return triumphant and enter the highest ranks of the Guildmasters Hall of Fame. Getting started. Accept the challenge. Power up your handy Color Computer 3 as shown in the owner's manual. Insert the Rogue program disk into the drive label facing up and the oval cutout pointing towards the back of the drive. That's assuming your drive is laying horizontal. Type the command DOS and press Enter. From the OS 9 prompt, type Rogue and press Enter. On the 128K machines, type EX Rogue -X. So does that do something different that it doesn't use up all the memory? All right. Note, optional loading techniques for restarting games previously saved to a disk can be found in the section Computer Options and Variations. If your computer system does not recognize the command DOS, see page 12. Because you are screwed. Let's see. Starting play. Into the darkness. After the title screen appears, press any key. There's that any key again. To advance to the next screen. You will be asked to name your rogue character. I thought his name was Rogue. The name can be up to 23 characters in length. Type in your name and press the Enter key. The next screen opens into the first of 26 levels of the Dungeon of Doom. Throughout play, 2 help keys provide you guidance as you master the game. The question mark key gives you a list of all keyboard commands. The / key lists and identifies all the objects that you may encounter during your descent into the dungeon. Page 3. And I missed a piece. Let's back up. All right, so on page 1, I have to slide to the left. All right, back to the story. In our last installment, we were saying we were here each time I sleep. Okay, so this is where you ended up back at the top time and time again. Why does nothing now look familiar? Is this another of the dungeon lord's tricks? Or is it my rapidly eroding memory that makes everything seem changed? Probably the latter. Let's see. That's what I get every day. Let's see. I wake from the sleep called death to find that nothing is the same. Everything is transformed. Familiar, but treacherously rearranged. As I plumb the uncharted depths of this dungeon of doom, I wonder, where am I? Is this the passageway I've trudged before? Is this the chamber where I left my cloak of chainmail? Does this wall conceal a trapdoor I found and lost lifetimes ago? On my way, I must acquire the provisions to make themselves available to me. Despite the fact they were left behind by miserable victims of this place, here a bit of food, there a suit of armor from an unfortunate owner, quivers of arrows for my sturdy short bow. Oh yes, the magic wands, enchanted staffs, potent elixirs, and some powerfully good, some horribly evil. Manuscripts of ancient texts, meaningless to my eyes, which vanish in thin air before I can begin to understand them. And of course, gold. A king's ransom of it, yet useless unless I somehow make my way to the very bottom of the dungeon and back again. As I collect these objects and put them in my knapsack, I must discard others or use them at once to fend off adversaries that dog my every step. Still, even my few possessions are affected by the dungeon lord's spells. Potions, which in lifetimes past revitalized me, now send me sprawling on the floor, clutching in spasms, burning with fever, and cat, you're in the way again. Damn. Gets in front of my screen, I can't see through it. Armor, armor, which served me in battle after battle, becomes a crushing burden, cursed by the dungeon lord. Let's see. Each time I attempt to plumb these depths, I must be constantly attentive. Should my guard slip for a moment, I will fall prey to the horrors that surround me. In my mind, shining like a beacon in the darkness, the amulet of Yender beckons me on, deeper and deeper. One day I shall hold it in my hands, caress it in the void, then race level by level back to the surface. There I shall hold it high and deliver it once again to the light of day, and reclaim again the name so long ago forgotten. That's the end of the story. Now, you are the rogue. We've been through this part before. All right, so now we got to slide over. Gameplay through the maze. What's that?
Carriage return 9 feet.
That's right. Let's see. Let's see. The first room of the dungeon appears on the screen below. Okay. IBM PC version is shown. The Tandy version very slightly. I guess they couldn't get a picture of the Tandy version. All right. The objects you encounter during your descent into the dungeons of doom include the following. The text representations are shown here. If you are in graphics mode, you will see the pictures of these items on the screen. I guess the 128 gets you in text mode, and the 512 version gets you in graphic mode.
Yep.
Okay. So there's a list here, and you could press the / key to have the list brought up. And you are the number 8. Yeah, I'm not going to read these because you could just hit the / key to see the list. All right, level 5 indicates the current dungeon level being explored. Hits 39 or 40. Current level of life expectancy. It is indicated how many wounds you can sustain before you die. The number in parentheses is the maximum potential endurance. The two numbers are the same initially, but as you battle, the first number decreases. If it reaches 0, you die. However, the upper limit of your endurance continues to grow as you survive exceeding battles. Okay, so in this example, 40 was your maximum number of hits, and you're down to 39. Okay, so STR. Current level of strength. The higher the number, the stronger you are. The number in parentheses is the upper limit of your magical powers. Who'd we lose?
Well, maybe Curtis. He had to leave.
No, he's still there. Oh, okay.
Just eating.
Let's see. The number in parentheses is the upper limit of your magical powers, which can be changed up or down by quaffing certain portions. Speak about eating, wearing magic rings, and getting bitten. I'm assuming when you get bit, you go down in strength. All right.
I can attest to that.
Okay. Gold. The number of gold pieces picked up and held so far. Armor. The protective value of the armor currently being worn. The higher the number, the greater your ability to withstand an attack by the monster. Fighter. The current rank in the select legion of seekers after the amulet. As you increase your skills, your current rank will be updated. From no status through guild, novice, apprentice, journeyman, adventurer, fighter, warrior, and many more. And these are the items on the main screen as far as telling you your status, as in that example. Okay, moving in the dungeon. The cursor keys on your keyboard will enable you to move in the direction shown. Depending on where you are in the hallways and dungeons, you might move through the dungeon. The passageways will light up and remain unveiled. Some passageways are dead end. Others lead through tortuous twists and turns to other rooms. Refer to the commands section for complete instructions on moving in the dungeons. You can also use the letter keys for the directions as shown below. Okay, so that's like the YUIO, HJKL, B, N, M, and the comma key, and that lets you move diagonals. So what direction does I and O let you do?
None.
Okay. All right, I see what they're doing. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Describing the action. As you descend into dungeon, messages will appear on the top of your screen. These describe either items or actions which you face during your quest. Messages may be followed by either the word move or cont for continue. More indicates that another message follows the one currently displayed. Pressing the space bar to read the next message. Cont appears if a message is too long to fit on the top line. In this case, pressing the space bar will scroll the rest of the message onto the top line. If a message disappears before you get a chance to read it, press Control and R to repeat the same message. Okay. That was page 5. Taking on the dungeon dwellers. As you move through the dungeons, monsters will come after you and attack. To engage them in combat, move directly into them with your directional keys. Blow-by-blow descriptions of the battle will appear on the top of the screen. Sometimes a monster will be sleeping and you can sneak by or attack it unawares. But remember, discretion is the better part of valor. It is most discreet to let a sleeping monster lie. Every action in Rogue, including something I can't read, including what?
Looks like fighting.
I don't know. I see NGTING. Okay. Anyway, is whatever that was is a random event. Somebody say something? That was Ken we lost.
Okay.
Let's see. Let's see. Therefore, let's see. Every action in Rogue, including fighting, is a random event. Therefore, you must devise a play strategy that includes all possibilities. If you are defeated in battle, pull yourself up by your bootstraps and fight again. If your strategy in discovering the secret to the dungeon or battling your advisories fail you, try another. Here are some examples. One, two, three, four. Okay. All right, here are the examples. Practice fighting the monsters at easier levels to develop a strategy for the more difficult adversaries. Yeah. Okay. I practiced that sentence. Practice fighting the monsters at easier levels to develop a strategy for the more difficult adversaries you'll encounter deeper in the dungeon. Stalk certain foes with your bow and arrow, remaining safely at a distance. Magic wands and staffs are also effective for fighting powerful adversaries from a distance. The command section contains complete instructions for using objects and weapons properly. Picking up objects. As you explore the rooms and passageways of the dungeon, you encounter objects left behind by previous seekers of the amulet. To pick up an object, move over it, and it will be added to your pack. To find out what you have in your pack at any time, press the I for an inventory. The supplies and weapons you carry with you can be useful in many ways. You can drink potions for power, read scrolls for guidance, wield wands or maces in offense, or wear magical armor in defense. The command section contains a complete instructions for using objects and weapons properly. Commands. All commands in Rogue are initiated with a single keystroke. Many moves require additional information, in which case you will be asked to select an item in your pack by pressing a lettered key or a directional key. If at this time you decide not to continue with the command, press the escape key to cancel. I imagine the reset button will do just as well.
No, we have an escape key on the CoCo 3. Take a look at the keyboard.
Yeah, I'm just saying, reset will work just as well as the escape would. Let's see, movement. The movement command on the keypad can be prefixed by pressing the letter F. Okay, that makes sense. Movement for F. This will move your character continuously, stopping only when you hit a monster, a door, wall, or other obstacle. After you have learned to skillfully move through the rooms and passageways, you may want to move faster, use the F key. To put Rogue into fast play mode, to stop fast play, press F again. Okay, slide over. Sometimes the forces of dungeons, sometimes the forces of the dungeons will prevent you from finding all of the ins and outs of the level. And is somebody having a problem? I don't know, I keep hearing somebody coming in and out. Okay. Let's see. Okay, to search for secret doors or hidden traps, type S. Your search may require some perseverance. Repeated attempts may fail to reveal an escape. When you start, the areas covered are all 8 spaces directly adjacent to you. You may have to search down the entire length of a walls of several rooms in order to find the hidden doorways or passageways. Yeah, let's see. Certain commands, search, rest, move, can be preceded by a number. To perform a number of searches at once, type in the number before typing S. For example, type 10S to perform 10 searches. The number before a command may be up to 99, however, this uses up time. After you enter it, it is displayed in the lower right-hand corner of the screen. You can interrupt an extended search at any time by pressing the Control and Z key or Escape.
Are we reading the whole manual?
Yeah, I am.
Okay.
It's either that or you get to watch me badly play a game.
You've never played Rogue before?
No.
Okay.
And I don't think I will be either.
We should start you off at NetHack.
Let's see. Mastering your weapons.
Dwarf Fortress.
Time to take a drink.
Been there.
All right. Does anybody else want to get a word in edgewise before I continue?
Now I'm enthralled.
Are we still gonna have time to play the game by the time you're done?
I don't know.
Hey,
I'm
hey.
about halfway through this manual.
That was my plan.
Let's see. Mastering your weapons. Monsters are generally fought by moving directly into them and using your mace. However, if you do not wish to engage in hand-to-hand combat, you can use long-range weapons. These include potions, arrows, or daggers that can be thrown at monsters. Wands or staffs may be used to zap them. Type T to throw or Z to zap. Then indicate the direction you want to throw or zap with a direction key. To take a real quick inventory of your personal armory, press I. Each item in your knapsack is prefaced by a lowercase letter and is grouped with similar items. After pressing T or Z, you have to press the letter corresponding to the weapon you wish to use. For example, to fight with a hobgoblin from a distance, you'll want to put down your mace and pick up your bow. Type W to put down the mace, and select a new weapon, and then type the appropriate letter to pick up the bow. Type T to throw an arrow, and what, like a spear? Type T to throw an arrow and press a direction key to indicate the arrow's course. Finally, press the appropriate letter to select an arrow, draw your bow, and shoot it. Use the A key to repeat and launch another arrow. Did everyone get that?
No wonder I suck at Rogue.
So I guess T, you just throw an arrow, but you have to use how and press direction key to throw arrows. Curves finally. Yeah, okay. Note, to make sure you wield your bow before throwing arrows, otherwise arrows will not be as effective. Okay, so you can just throw the arrows without using the bow. Yeah, okay. Certain weapons and other objects in your knapsack are prefaced by numbers, which indicate changes from their normal values. The first number indicates how likely it is to hit the monster. The second indicates how much damage it's likely to do. The higher the number, the more effective the item. Armor is prefaced with a positive or negative value, which signifies its protective strength. Here, the various items of armor you may find in your quest, and the ordinary protective strength of each item. And there is a list. All right, back over to the next side. After a particularly grueling encounter with an adversary, like this manual, you will probably find that your endurance hits have diminished due to the blows sustained in a battle. You can regain some of these hits by resting, type the period key, but be on your guard. Even while you pausing to catch your breath, there is no respite from the respite. Okay. From the denizens of the dungeon.
Denizens.
Denizens. Is that how that's pronounced?
I'm here to help.
I keep thinking Denzel Washington or something. I don't know. Let's see.
He should do a Rogue movie.
Let's see. Special hints. If you have played Rogue at length and you're feeling thwarted, look carefully into the magic powers. Try playing some games where you purely investigate those. A hint for the Scare Monster scroll. When attacked by a monster, and what in the world does this say? Especially if what?
It's a code.
Okay. And another one, some strange language here. This hint is encoded. Each letter should be replaced with the preceding letter of the alphabet.
Should we spoil it right now?
No. I could actually, it wasn't, I really can't tell the difference between that line and the rest of the manual. Okay. Using objects. Everything you encounter in your sojourn. Sojourn. Here I think Sojourn Weaver. That's what I think. Galaxy Quest. Let's see. Okay. Sojourn can be picked up and put into your knapsack until it's full. When this happens, you will have to use or drop an object. To drop an object, press D. To use an object, you must use the appropriate command to perform the action. For example, Q is for quaffing, drinking potions. R is for reading scrolls. E is for eating food. After you press one of the commands, you will be asked which object to use. Let's see if eating an arrow works.
It will let you.
Press the corresponding letter next to the lettered key next to the item you wish to use. Let's see. Many times in your journey, you will encounter nameless objects, scrolls, or portions of unknown origin. Oh, sounds like a buffet. When you encounter these nameless objects, you will be asked to give them a name yourself. Once you have used an item and recognize its power, you may rename it by pressing C. So, note, some objects, staffs, potions, and scrolls, change each time you descend into the dungeons. A blue potion may make you deathly ill in one sojourn, and act as a revitalizing elixir in the next.
Elixir.
Elixir. You know, I had a hard time getting past that 5th grade, you know.
Hey, these are some words.
Yeah.
I think we have to give Mark a phonetic spelling of this manual.
He's doing great.
Let's see here. All right. The dungeons yield up their mysteries very slowly. You will plumb to their depths time after time before you know all the mysteries they hold. To keep track of all the wondrous potions you have found in the current game, press D for a list. You might want to have a yellow pad handy. Macros. The macro M key can be used to execute any sequence of commands you wish. Its default setting is defined in rogue.opt.
You know, it's a top quality game when they take features from Excel.
Yeah. And they can be changed using mkopt utility. Alternatively, it can be changed on the fly by pressing the M, entering the desired commands, and pressing enter. For example, this macro might be useful. See 10.
Let's see, 10 south.
That's easy
Fast.
for you to say.
10 south, fast left, fast left, fast left.
Isn't that 10 search?
Oh, yeah, it is 10
Yes.
search. Oh, yeah, that is a useful macro.
So, using this macro, you would start at the left side of a room in fast mode and search the entire wall for a hidden object, example, a hidden door. To stop the macro from repeating, press the escape. All right. Page 8. Scroll over, scroll up. Saving or restarting a game. If you wish to save a game and continue playing it later, type S. Capital S, apparently. The following message will appear. Save file. Press enter to default to rogue.save. I'm assuming that there's a way to type in a new name. There is enough room on the rogue disk to save one game. That's
There's a hell of a lot more room on EOU.
Jeez. Is that on by chance, or they engineer it that way?
Let's see.
Oh,
Press
it's
the
funny.
press
The
the enter
save-
key. Huh?
I was just going to say the save file uses as much room as you have left. So even on EOU, it's only one room for one. It's a very large file.
Wow. Okay. Press the enter key to save the game in the rogue.save file. Otherwise, type a new name. Press enter when you have typed the proper name. A saved game can be restarted by typing rogue followed by the file name of the saved game. For example, if the game was saved with the file name mine.save, you would restart the game by typing rogue space mine.save. The game will then restart from the point which you last died. No, the point at which it was saved. If you get the following message, sorry, you can't save the game just now, you will have to try saving the game on another disk.
I suppose you can type in a path,
I don't know.
probably.
Computer options and variations. Command line options. There are two ways you can begin Rogue from OS 9. So apparently it's not a auto start. So does that mean you got a free copy of OS 9 with this game?
Yes.
Yes, Kevin
Yes.
Darling and a bunch of others use that to their advantage because this actually came out 2 months or 3 months before the actual release of level 2.
So typing in Rogue starts a game. Typing in Rogue file name restarts game saved under the file name that you typed in. For 128K machines, the command would be exrogue-x rogue.save.
What's the story about that command, Curtis?
Well, EX means it'll kill the parent shell, so it gives you 8K back. Or actually 16K because the data area. And the -X means ignore errors. Because basically the thing just barely fits in a 128K along with the OS 9 boot itself.
Okay.
Okay. Environmental files. 3 of the most significant files included on your disk are the following. Rogue can be run in whatever size window you have open when you start the game. Ways to open 3 different windows are provided below. Make 40, make 80, and make GW. To run these special windows, follow the usual steps for booting Rogue. But when you reach the OS 9 prompt, type one of these special commands. When the OS 9 prompt reappears, continue with the regular booting process. All right, so make 40, make 80 gives you the text screens, and then the make GW gives you the graphic screens.
I will mention on EOU, it's a sizable window, so you can make it any size you want, though it does have a minimum. You cannot make a window smaller than 20 characters wide by 12 characters high.
And for the graphic screen, you gotta have 512, at least.
Actually, you really only have to have like 160K. It's just barely too big. It used to work on the Burke & Burke 256K quarter meg, if you remember that.
Yep, okay.
Well, we'll all have to break one of those out.
Another useful file is the MKOPT, the option generator program. Rogue reads the file rogue.opt from the working directory. This file is created with the MKOPT utility, which is run by typing in, let me guess, MKOPT from the OS 9 prompt. Following is a list of Rogue variables that may be changed. The default name. The default file name for saving. The score file. So you can define the name of the file that stores your high scores. Menu enables or disables the auto menu feature. Currently, this automatically displays a list of items to select from when asked for a selection. To disable, set the menu to off. To be selective about which commands Rogue should automatically display the menu for, set the menu to selective. Then the drop down will eat. Then the drop and eat commands will not display a menu when executed unless you explicitly request one by typing the asterisk key. Okay. Macro, the default macro for the M key. Fruit will determine what kind of fruit you will find in the dungeons. Note, To set or change default values options, use the program mkopt contained in the Rogue disk. I thought we established that already. Let's see. Other files you will find on your disk are Rogue, which is the main game, rogue.dat, data loaded by Rogue, rogue.chr, list of characters you will find in the dungeon, rogue.help, a text file with help information, rogue.opt, and rogue.fnt, the file with the special make GW graphics. Monitor configurations. The minimum size is 20 by 12. For windows smaller than 80 by 25, the map will scroll to show the areas of the current level that cannot be seen. To scroll the map, move our hero to the side of the window you wish to travel to.
I thought OS 9 windows were 80 by 24. Am I wrong?
No, they were 80 by 24 in the original. They're 80 by 25 in the EOU by default, but that's bugging the manual. I think for the PCs and stuff, it was 80 by 25, but for the CoCo, it was 80 by 24.
I'm glad to get this straightened out.
Yeah.
The source code, by the way, is mostly disassembled, is on EOU as well.
Ooh, commented?
Yep. Well, as much as I've got so far.
Okay, let's see. Commands reference. You can read them at your leisure.
Well, you can bring them up in the game itself. You can. That's probably the easiest way.
Okay. Using
Oh,
objects.
F1 and F2 have a function. That's pretty neat.
Uh-huh. So down the staircase or up the staircase.
Yep,
Don't
and you can
do
use
that
the less
very
than or
often.
greater than signs as well. They have a few that have multiple keys you can use.
Oh yeah, they're listed.
All right, next page.
Oh, you're gonna skip the license? Okay, that's good.
Well, no, that's how this book's laid out.
Oh, it's got
So-
printer's pairs.
Yeah, well, I had to blow this up so I could read it. Let's see, starting Rogue from basic. If you have a color computer with disk extended basic version O**, you can type in the following program to use it to start Rogue. Oh, so this is what you can use instead of DOS.
Correct. If you have a color or just basic 1.0 ROM, then you would have to do this. On a deluxe, on the other hand, no, actually, it doesn't work on the deluxe yet.
Yeah, okay. Okay, so asterisk. The copyright message displayed when the computer is turned on will tell you the version of basic system in your computer. For example, disk extended basic 1.0 is displayed. The version number is 1 and the revision number is 0. All right. DOS command was added in 1.1, wasn't it?
Yes.
Yep.
Okay, and next page, number 13. Limited warranty. Yeah, there isn't one.
Oh, there was.
Let's see. Limited warranty. The software is licensed as is without warranty. The original customer's exclusive remedy in the event of the software manufacturing defect is its repair or replacement within 30 calendar days of the date of the Radio Shack sales document received upon, what, did I miss something somewhere? Sales document received upon the license of the software. Why don't you just say sales receipt? A bunch more legalese we'll skip over, and that is,
The first half of the manual.
yeah,
You got to
No,
work your
that's-
way back up now.
that's the rest. Oh, you missed the early part where I was actually reading the pre-story.
Yeah, we
You
had
don't
sit
have to
through
do it
half of
again.
twice.
Let's get you into this game, Mark. What am I gonna have to get you into this game?
Shoot, it's gonna be my bedtime. And now I feel like Curtis after he's finished one of the news sessions.
Oh, you
I'm
got
not-
hours to go yet, buddy.
I want you
Oh,
to play a full game of Rogue in its text gloriness.
Oh, dang it. Now there's barf out here.
Curtis, when are you going to start your rogue?
Well, I was going to show the way to change to the alternate font that was created later on. So I'll
Ooh,
wait
who
till
made
he's done.
that?
I don't remember. Somebody on CompuServe uploaded like 88, 89.
Oh, is it nice? Never seen it.
No. I'm actually going to be adding an option flag to Rogue from the command line so you can actually specify the font number.
Sure,
But I don't have that in there yet, so I have to kind of cheat.
Isn't it running real close to work? I mean, if you do something like that, it won't work in 128K anymore.
Well, the 110K doesn't use a font anyway. I've actually got the program shrunk quite a bit, actually. It's probably
Oh,
about 3K
man.
smaller than the original. I've been crunching it. I know Boise ported it to another version of OS9 with smaller MMU blocks, I think it was.
3K smaller? How? Jeez.
Well, it's not the best coded thing in the world. There's some bit of C compile mixed with assembly in there for the looks of it.
You would expect that much because I believe it was a C program to begin with.
The original was the CoCo one wouldn't have fit in C. In fact, I know when Brent Gordon tried to compile it, it ended up being like 80K or something like that.
So close.
So they kind of did a hybrid. Like the entire print F%S routine is in there.
Who's in charge of the?
And the debug mode's still in there too, by the way. So is the dramatic reading done, or is there still more to go?
Yeah, I think
Oh,
it's
it's finished. We ran out of pages.
Who's in charge of the YouTube screen? It's still stuck on the manual.
Yeah.
Oh, well, that's because I didn't change it. I found a pile of barf out here in the hallway.
Oh no. Well, let's give the people what they want. Some.
Yeah, don't share that
some
one.
rogue. That's why I don't have cats or kids.
Now you have green screens and what does AJ call them? Controllers?
Controllers. Remotes.
Remotes. Right.
That's our word.
You're surrounded by remotes and green screens.
Surrounded by remotes. No pets. No pets are allowed here. Damn it.
Anyway, if anyone wants to highlight me, once we get there, I'll show the little trick to enable the other font if you're running EOU.
Yeah, I definitely want to see the new font. But yeah, we should highlight Curtis if he's ready. I would do it, but I can't.
No, I can't either.
Sloopy.
I think we've lost Sloopy.
Into a rogue pit. You know, his basement is a lot like a rogue game.
It's like a rogue dungeon.
It's filled with traps and.
Would it be okay if I played the IBM PC version?
Yep.
Well, since it's mentioned in the manual.
I don't think that one has the cheat mode enabled, though, does it? The debugging mode, I should say.
Wait a minute. Are you going to cheat, Curtis?
No, I won't be. It's enabled, but I won't be. I thought you were going to follow the source in real time or something, Tim.
Well, what I'm going to do is I'm going to narrate the games the people on the YouTube can't see. So over in Coconut Bob's screen, we have him on level 6, currently in a hallway fighting a rattlesnake. Tech Cowboy is, well, I can't see what level he's on. He's using a screen that's cutting off the bottom line.
Well,
Or is he playing?
well,
a
right now-
game?
Well, right now, Tim, you're the one highlighted, so nobody's really seeing anything.
Oh,
That's
because I
why
keep
Tim is
talking?
explaining it to all of us.
Oh, because
Oh.
I keep talking. Oh, well, I shouldn't do that.
No, I don't think it's because you're talking, because I'm talking, it's not highlighting me, so.
Yeah, no, it's. I think that's what Sloopy has selected right now.
Sloopy,
has
wake up.
chosen poorly.
Besides, I'm sure everyone's tired of hearing my voice tonight.
Oh, we are now.
So who's typing in titles?
Seriously?
Well, I'm thinking he's still alive. We just can't hear him.
I'm sure he's busy. All right, I'll continue my
He's probably out having a smoke.
Jim Rye just died. He died with 670 gold pieces. So that's not bad.
Oh man,
Yeah, because I can't really start until I can show this technique here, and I will have to be zoomed up for that. So
I got killed by slimes. It wasn't fun.
Oh, I think we've got a Sloopy back.
I
saw
don't.
I saw some activity on his screen.
Ken is playing an inverse video for some reason. He's currently on level 3, fighting a bat. And he's in fast mode.
And it's not inverse video. I'm playing on EOU.
The graphics
Oh,
version.
Oh, is that what it normally looks like? I wish the people on YouTube could see this. It's very entertaining. Mark is enjoying some crackers.
Celery, it sounds like.
Peanuts. Cashews.
Me too.
yeah, so Ken's on level 3. I can see.
I'm fighting a hobgoblin. Yay, another hobgoblin.
Curtis is still at the start screen.
Yep, still waiting. Hint, hint.
Sloopy is on level 2 and has been for the last 5 minutes, not playing.
So Sloopy, highlight Curtis.
Okay, so to get the alternate font, the hack way, I'll get this fixed up in a future version so you can just build it in the icon. But basically, just launch Rogue as per normal.
You're not highlighted. We got Ken on the video.
Why me?
I don't know. Sloopy's
Sloopy's fallen down here.
Sloopy's being difficult.
Okay, now it's highlighted.
It's like he doesn't like us right now.
I said.
Okay,
I'm
Curtis,
eating
you're up.
Shoes.
Okay,
I changed it
Curtis,
when
you're
you
up.
asked me to.
okay. So basically, the easiest hack way to do it right now is just fire up Rogue as per normal.
Uh-huh.
As you'll notice, it's on a graphic screen because that's what you defaults to.
Sure.
And then I'll just hit the question mark key for help, just to put some text on the screen because I'm gonna have to force a refresh. Then I go to another window. Now in DDSys, I've got a little file called fontlist.txt, which has a list of all the fonts that EOU installs with their numbers. And you'll notice down near the bottom, there's Rogue Alt. That's the alternate Rogue font. So that's font number 2A. So I'll go to another free window here. Actually, no, I'll just do it from here. So if you type in proc and find out what window your Rogue is running on, which in this case it says Rogue 2 because I forgot to change that. Whoops, I'll have to do that in 1.02. It's running in window 4. So we're going to do a display sequence, 1B, 3A, which stands for font, group C8, which is the font group, and then 2A, and we're going to redirect it to greater than /W4. So now when I hit the space bar, it has now taken effect. Now the regular text is still the same. But when we get back to the actual game, you'll notice I've got different font now.
Oh, that looks nice.
And if you want to see what the new shapes are, it's kind of hard to see with the inverse, but and some are the same, but some are different. Like the staircases are different, rings are different. I think traps are pretty close to the same.
I like the walls. I like the walls better.
Now I can change the colors too if you want to see it. Oops.
So is that going to self-destruct like the Enterprise?
Oops, I think that's I'll have to do a question mark to force refresh. There we go. So that's what it was more meant to run as.
And you're going to add these commands to a menu inside the game or command line option?
If I have enough room, I might. If I don't, it'll be a command line option. Then you can just edit the AI file to change it if you want to default to this font, or the other
or
font.
use that config file that they
Oh, the big environment.
Yeah, the
file?
environment variable that they already support for other things.
Yeah, there's support for other things. Let's go beat up a bad.
So you gonna play a whole game for us, Curtis?
Yeah, I'm gonna play. I just wanted to show people how to do that in case they wanted to try the font, because it's already pre-installed with EOU. So I mean, you can use either of the two rogue fonts.
It's so easy. Search.
Get a shortcut here.
Search. I bet there's a hidden door in there.
I was checking for a hidden one. Oh,
Ooh, ice monsters.
yeah, I'm not too bad strength-wise.
Kobold.
Now I'll throw some arrows without actually wielding my bow.
Why not? You don't have a bow?
Yeah, I do. I just haven't wielded it yet. There, I hit him anyway. I go pick up my loose arrow.
Cool. Can you get the one from the dead kestrel?
No, it's considered destroyed once you do that. There's the new potion icon. And the scroll's
looks like
pretty
a
close to the old
scroll.
one. Now, I know it defaults to fast mode. I prefer having it so that I choose the fast. You can just hit the Shift F to shut off automatic fast mode. Then you can just tap the F key before a command to run until you for example, run a direction until you get to something where you have to make a decision, like a door or a monster or an object or stairs.
So you mentioned earlier some sort of cheat thing. What's that about?
Well, Epyx had a big debug mode where you can actually do all kinds of things. And it's several K of the code. And they left it in there, and the only way to disable it is there's a branch, never, I think, that would take you to it if you hit the right key sequence. And basically change that to a branch always, it fixes it. Or something along that line. It's basically a one byte patch. Then you enable it. I'm not going to give details here because I don't want people cheating on the game. But for those really curious, it's mentioned on my website under the rogue entry.
Well, as long as you don't mention it, everything will be fine.
Well, they're going to have to go out of their way to go get it. So now I know what they're like if they cheat.
Too late. I'm already there.
Yeah, we know all about you, Nick.
Yeah, you cheat on everything. You're the Photoshop king for high scores.
So for those listening at home, Curtis is on level 2. And he's playing Rogue.
I can scroll yet of identify. Oh, I do have a scroll. Let's see if it's the right one. Woo. Okay, Tim, pick a potion. Which one do we want to figure out what it is?
Tangerine. E. Ooh.
Yeah, they show up as asterisks, if I remember.
You have died.
So they show up as asterisks on the blank screen?
Yeah. You'll kind of
Ooh.
roughly be able to tell where rooms are.
Oh.
Actually, I'll
So
cough
this
it right
is-
now just to show you.
Yes.
This is the enhanced character set.
Yeah.
Yeah, version 2. Oh, they
Right.
move.
Yeah, it's real time,
Oh.
but it fades after a while, or it disappears after a while because it's only a
Oh.
limited amount of time.
It's like you have ESP or something.
Yeah, there's another one that does food detection too. That's the asterisk one I'm thinking of. Or magic detection, that's another one.
Oh, there's a dark room.
Yeah.
It's underground, aren't they all dark?
Well,
No.
apparently some of them have torches lighting them up. Not that one. Ice monster. You're gonna toss an arrow.
Hit him. I'll get an arrow back. Over.
So what weapon are
There,
you?
killed him by
wielding?
throwing an arrow. I'm awesome, eh?
Hey. Yeah. For everybody at home, Curtis has leveled up to adventurer. But they can see it now. Maybe I should talk about some of the other guys.
Yeah, you can take me off the highlight. I just want to show the alternate font. And no weird way to get to it right now.
Do I have to?
No, but you want to.
Hey, that looks like me. What am I doing here?
Hey. Caption says it's you.
Woohoo! Oop, oop. Do I have any food? Ah, crap.
That's not very good eating.
I barely missed a bat. That means I hit him.
Ooh. I didn't put that on.
So, I have no food, and I keep passing out.
Those are separately not related, right?
No, just in the game, I have no food, and my character keeps passing out.
No, I better eat too.
Is it possible to have color in this game?
It's only got it's set up as a 2-color mode. All the graphics.
Oh, okay.
You can pick your colors, obviously, if you want to change it from black and white. But
Thought it was gray on gray.
No, it's just I've got a color computer, so
yeah, but this had to run in 128K, so they use the 2-color mode, 640 by
it's still a
2-color,
color computer.
because it's only 16K graphics RAM then.
So,
Yay! I found some food.
Food.
E.
E for eat.
Yum, that tasted good. How do I increase my hits?
What do you mean?
It says 15, and then I can go to 20.
Oh, your hit points. Just you get you heal over time, and when you find better stuff and go up in levels, you get more hit points.
Yeah, well, I'm down to
I see.
13.
All right, I'm a warrior.
I see Tech Cowboy is a color one.
That's the PC one, I think.
All right.
So Sloopy, if you hit the period, it rests for a round, and a couple of rounds, you'll gain a hit point back.
So I use a weapon.
Depends
There's
on
a
what-
whole
Weren't you
There's a-
listening?
there's a whole list of commands in the Game On Challenge channel.
Yeah, I was listening, but it went in, I listened, it went out.
And now we know where the echo's coming from.
I prefer simple and easy games like Neutroid.
A real game.
Yes.
Simple games for a simple mind.
Yeah, what can you say about brain damage? It's bad, folks.
I know.
I str-
These are the guys who don't know how to play it.
Mm-hmm.
I struggle with Frogger.
Oh, I know how to play it. You just turn it on and let it play, and then you get a perfectly good score.
Yeah, better than you would if you actually tried to play it.
Just don't touch it.
Wow, an empty room that big. Sucks. Oop, that was a bad move. A treasure room. Woohoo! That was a lucky find.
All right, I'm having one of my best games of Rogue I've ever had.
And that's even before you started.
That's Nick, folks. He'll be here all week. I'll gamble. What level are you on, Ken?
7. Except I'm really confused and can't move right now.
So do I dare ask?
R for read. Yeah, lowercase r. Uppercase R is remove. Remove.
What does it mean? Red.
It means that you've been caught red-handed. I have no idea what that actually means.
I think that means
Curtis?
confused monster, I believe. Like if you hit a monster, it'll get confused, I think, is what happens.
There.
Ooh. Do I risk it?
All right, I'm on level 8 now. How many levels is there again?
Ah, dang it. Stupid leprechaun. I was trying to kill him at a distance. There's 26 levels. The 26th has the Amulet of Yendor. Then you have to bring it all the way back up to the top.
Yeah, watch those leprechauns. They steal your money.
Yeah, well, I was attacking with darts from a distance there, and I was hoping I had enough shots in I could kill him before he got to me, but no such luck. So the bugger went and stole my stuff.
What level are you on?
6.
Huh. Ooh, I got a kryptonite ring. Come on, Superman. Bring it on. I can take you.
great. I got a rattlesnake weakening me. Actually, wait a second. I think I have restore strength. Don't I do. Oh, that for a dead end. Oh God.
You should highlight somebody else, Sloopy.
But how am I supposed to get good if I don't watch someone who's good at this?
Then you should be watching Curtis.
Or is that better?
Yay, I'm stronger.
Something in my backpack exploded. What? The hell did I lose? Oh.
I have too much stuff.
Yeah, I've seen your basement.
What?
I guess that means you better drop some stuff.
I'll start with Curtis on his head.
No, we need his head. That's where we light the fire.
What's a plaid? Oh, cool. Plaid is a potion of healing.
Yeah, that's randomized every game too.
Something tells me I should
Is
pick
the
up
way
one.
is the screen that Sloopy's playing? Is that the way the game was distributed back in the 80s by Tandy?
Where are we looking here? Which one's Sloopy?
Sloopy's screen.
Bottom right. The regular text.
Bottom right? Yeah, that's the 80 column text one.
Right.
That was basically if you had a 128K CoCo with a RGB monitor. That would be the one you'd normally pick. If you had a composite or a TV, you'd normally pick the 40 column text
It's
one.
even
And
worse.
if you had 512K or technically 256, then you run the graphics one.
Hmm. Well, I can see why I reviewed this game the way I did back then.
You're just not into adventure games, man.
No, but this is yesterday before even yesterday type gaming.
Well, this one did originate in the mainframe.
Yeah, that's what I mean. It's yesterday before yesterday. Like it's really, really old school. How much did they sell it for? That Radio Shack.
Mind you, you got a free copy of OS9 Level 2 with it before it got released officially. That was $89, I think, Canadian.
That wasn't a full version, though, was it?
It was a slightly older version, but it was a full boot. In fact, the Kevin Darling and the rest of them actually, if they found out if you took the level 1 utilities, a lot of those worked, and they actually could make a full boot disk out of it.
Right.
I mean, they didn't have the manual with all the new calls and stuff. They
No,
had to wait
we
for
wouldn't
that.
have
But,
had any of that. So someone booting this for the first time would say, "What the heck is this?"
well, I mean, if you're bored, you can always go to this other window and pick something else to play. You know?
Oh, nowadays, yeah.
No,
I'm
even back
just
then.
saying back then.
Back then, you could have put another disk in at the same time with Biosphere, and fired that up.
Yeah, it just never impressed me back then.
I know I had lots of fun with this one back in the day, but I was into games like this, like NetHack, and
Oh, me too. Absolutely. This was my jam back in the day.
Wait a minute. How do you drink a potion?
Q for
Quaff.
quaff.
Oh, you quaff a potion.
You see, it even teaches you new words.
Yeah.
Beef.
There's that frickin' leprechaun. He's guarding something. Ha! Killed him at a distance. That was awesome. There, I got my gold back. Peckerhead. Yeah, the frost monster just ricocheted off the wall and killed himself.
Crap. Woohoo! I've achieved the rank of rogue.
Oh, you are doing good.
So this game is it It's not classified as a role-playing game at all. No.
It's what do they call it? It's kind of more RPG-ish than. Oh, there's a frickin' leprechaun. I'm not going to touch you this time. Sneak by. Oh, good, he's sleeping.
Ah, my splint mail just became -5 splint mail.
How do you remove a ring? R, Shift R. Put that on when I really need it. Oh, crap.
Damn it.
Did you die?
No, I keep running into these quatters.
Yeah, the ones that drain your armor.
Yep.
The secret there is if you find a good piece of leather mail, they can't affect it. They only affect metal ones, like chain mail and scale mail and all that stuff. So if you find a good uncursed leather armor, put that on. You can then charge it up when you get the scroll or whatever for enhanced armor, and then they can't touch you. That's a curse string. I don't need that. Drop. Apparently, I've gotten stronger. I just killed an orc with a dart at about 8 paces. No. I don't know where the hidden door is. There it is.
How the heck does a scroll vanish and
It's a magic map, so once it displays, the scroll disappears.
You've just got a really good memory. You see the map and it disappears. You've just got a really good memory. You see the map and it disappears. Well, unfortunately, it's just about time for me to go have some supper.
Yeah, you don't have enough rations of food?
No, I mean, I've got to go actually eat supper.
Hardly a dedicated player.
really?
Well, the great thing about this kind of turn-based game is that I can just leave it alone for now and come back and finish my game later.
You can even save it.
If you're hungry, I've got some nuts.
I don't like your nuts.
But they're cashews.
All right, well, I'm going to step away for a bit. If you guys are still here when I get back, I'll see you then. If not, I'll be all by myself.
All right. See you later.
See you later. And hey, Nick, you should make an updated version of Rogue. Fix it like you want.
Ah. Wow.
Because I know you just love programming something like this, wouldn't
It's a
you?
good idea, but it's just trying to have enough time to do things. I don't want to fall into the same trap as Curtis. Too many things to do.
I think you're already there, Nick.
I thought that was just fall into the trap of talking about Nitrous 9 constantly and ad nauseum.
That's Nick and Neutroid.
And Curtis and Nitrous 9.
Yeah, my stuff's actually good, though.
All right, well, I'm going to be leaving now. Bye.
All right. See ya.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Oh, there wouldn't be one there. Why am I looking? Ooh, I don't want to wear that one. Ring of Aggravate Monster. Otherwise known as a wedding ring, but anyway. All the waste time.
I might go watch the part 2 of the interview.
Yeah, or you can watch Chronological Gaming. He just started up 7 minutes ago. I'm just going to see what he's actually playing right now.
Oh,
He's playing Apple II Serpentine. Moment.
is he? He's not doing just Apple stuff though, is he?
Oh no, he does everything. He's just going chronological order. October 1982. At the moment. That's where he played that Tier City Model 1 rally game. A day or two ago.
Right.
Oh, I got this full identified. I didn't know that. Slow digestion. Damn it.
That exciting.
Really? Indeed.
Wow, that echoed. Okay, I've identified all the rings I have so
Oh.
far.
I'll go listen, watch either the interview or the other guy.
Yeah, he's still playing Serpentine at the moment. Actually, I remember that one. I played
Okay.
the one on the Apple back in the day.
I might duck in later and see who's still awake.
I'm gonna stick a fork in it because I forever too.
Oh, has it? Okay.
Yeah, well, we blew half a show doing the dramatic reading, so.
Finally, something exciting.
Yeah.
All right. I'll
Hey,
let
later,
you.
Nick.
See you later.
Have a good one, Nick.
I'm out of here.
Thank you for tuning in to another great episode of CoCo Nation Game on Challenge Live, where we played Return of the Jedi and Rogue. So join us Saturday when. Now, this is for sure this time. We will be showing the scores for Return of the Jedi, including talking about.
Yeah,
bits
this
and
is our
bits.
3-week thing, wasn't it?
Yeah. Well, you see, the book in CoCo Fest actually had in it that the scores were going to be last week.
Oh, did it? I didn't even
Yeah.
look.
Yes, it did. I know it did because I wrote it. Wrote it because Ben dictated it to me.
He is a bit of a dictator, isn't he?
Yes. But I'm wondering if he's a red potato or for harvest gold or just a russet.
He might be a bit rusty.
Also, join us where we will be doing the game and game, and we'll be doing project updates and acquisitions and other fun stuff. Do we have any interviews Saturday? Curtis?
Nope. We do have a special guest coming on a little bit later in the show. 8 Bits in the Basement is going to be on to show his CoCo version of the Atari 2600 game he wrote, where he's learning machine language on both those systems. So he's just learned how to do machine language graphics on a CoCo 1 and 2, and he's going to be showing a game he made with it.
So he's learning machine language programming, damage.
Yeah, brain damage first, so then he seems like an absolute genius when he gets to the 6809.
Okay. And then there will also be, I understand, there's a section called Snooze. News.
Yep.
You don't know anything about
I
that
haven't
section,
done
do
too
you?
much research on that yet. Obviously, Ken's first 2 parts of our interview with Robert Kilgus will be on there, with at least 2 more parts coming. I think exactly 2 parts.
Yeah. You should
Which has
watch
been getting
that.
some good reviews.
It's really good. All this Saturday at 2 p.m. East West time and Eastern Canadian time.
Okay.
So, yes. You know the usual places. CoCo Nation. Where we'll also hear Ken say, and that was your cue.
He went to supper, remember?
Yeah, well, that's part of the joke.
Oh. I'm slow and I'm concentrating on Rogue. And trying to listen to Chronological Gaming at the same time.
All right. Well, Ken will probably be just as quiet on Saturday. Bye, everybody.